Hi guys, welcome to Decor Lab. A couple of weeks ago, we tested balloon shines in the heat, and many of you requested us to test double stuffed balloons in the heat. So we decided to make a video about it. You guys ready? Let's do it. All right guys, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to use my Baby Legendas inflators to inflate all of the balloons to the exact same size. And now I'm going to create quads. I will create quads of each brand, double stuffed and non-double stuffed. Let's start with our Semper tags. Also remember, when you are working with your balloons outdoors in hot weather, you want to make sure you underinflate your balloons. Like right here, we have a lot of the stretching capacity and we're using all of the 11-inch balloons. Let's also test what would happen to your balloons in the heat if you overinflate that. So here I have 2 balloons of each brand. I'm going to create a quad of overinflated balloons and we're also going to test it. All right, so now let's put it on a base, mark them on which colors we have over here and which brand, and then we'll take them outside. Today we have a 95-degree weather, perfect day to test our balloons. All right guys, now let's time it. We will be back in about an hour to check on them. All right guys, it's been about 2 hours and we are checking on our balloons. Obviously they oxidized, but they all look pretty okay. So our double stuffed and our single stuffed look pretty good. Looks like the single stuffed expanded a little bit more than the double stuffed are. And our overinflated balloons are still holding up. I'm afraid to touch it because I don't want it to pop. But yeah, they got much harder, so I can't really press it anymore compared to like when I did it inside. Yeah, let's give them some more time and we'll come back to check on them very soon. All right guys, it's been about 5 hours now and it looks like our balloons now got into the shade. So let's see what we have here. Our single stop balloons are good. They gotten soggy. As you can see, they got more into the egg shape. And our overinflated balloons, we lost one soldier, which was the darkest one, the burgundy by Sempertex. We lost it. Our double stop balloons look pretty good. They're pretty tough, but they still have a lot of stretching capacity to it. Yeah. So the biggest goal, again, the test is here is done. So let's talk about a couple takeaways. One of the main things why we created this video is to show you the difference between double stuffed balloons and non-stuffed balloons outside in the heat. As you can see, there is no difference in the double stuffed or non-stuffed balloons out in the heat as long as you are underinflating your balloons and using a quality balloons. So the final takeaways. As you can see, our balloons stand up in the heat really well, and it was a 95-degree weather and they were outside for 5 hours and they all still in a pretty good condition. So the only one that we lost was overinflated dark balloon, which was burgundy by Sempertex, was overinflated. They literally lost any stretching capacity because they absorbed the heat and they expanded. That's what happens. So with our underinflated balloons, they all in a good shape. We still have some less stretching capacity, but still some stretching capacity in both single stuffed balloons or like non-stuffed balloons or double stuffed balloons. Both brands held up really well outside. So here we have Tuftex and we have vice versa. So here we have Tuftex and here we have a Sempertex. Again, they both look really good and even pressing on it. So I would say working with the balloons in the heat, one of the biggest takeaways for you would be underinflate your balloons and try to stick with the lighter colors versus the darker, because darker stretch out, they absorb more heat. But again, if you underinflate it, and if you guys see this video of us testing the balloons with the high shine, the black balloons held up really well. If you haven't seen that video, you can find it right over here. So underinflate your balloons to a couple of inches capacity less than what it is. So here we have 11-inch balloons. They pretty much inflated to a 9-inch capacity. So make sure you have a lot of that stretching room and use quality balloons because they are thicker. So that means they won't break as easily as the cheaper and thinner balloons. And keep in mind that the double stuffing really does not make a lot of the difference. It does make your balloons thicker, but at the end of the day, if you are using the good quality balloons, you don't need to double stuff them in order to have your balloons to hold up to the heat better. Hope you guys found this video useful. If you do have any questions or comments, make sure you utilize that comment section down below, and I will see you in the next video.